What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about yet another stupid YouTube update that makes absolutely no sense. I feel like there's almost like a series kind of running here on the channel where we just kind of cover YouTube news, topics, updates, things like that. And pretty much none of them make any sense, man. These decisions that YouTube comes out with, like, it genuinely baffles me. First and foremost, who is coming up with these concepts in the background? Second off, why did they think this was going to be like a good announcement to make? What, like this was even going to be a good idea? And number three, I don't even understand why they would publicly say something to the degree, I guess, that they did, I guess is the best way to put it. So, yeah, this is yet another YouTube update that has come along that makes absolutely zero sense here, and we're going to go ahead and get into this. I just want to dive right on in. Before we get any further into the video, I just want to say that nearly half of you watching have yet to subscribe. I try to post multiple videos per day to keep you entertained, so consider leaving a like to help support and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss anything. Also, all of my socials are on the screen right now, so consider leaving a follow on these for more awesome content, and also consider grabbing a shirt if you're really awesome. Now to the rest of the video. So YouTube made a tweet today at 1:00 p.m. that just, well, of course, it actually erupted the YouTube community over on Twitter, and they said, in response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns, we're testing a few new designs that don't show the public dislike count. If you're part of this small experiment, you might spot one of these designs in the coming weeks, example below, and you can see the screenshot. It looks pretty typical to the YouTube layout here, except the number of dislikes is not shown. The number of likes, of course, is still apparent, and you can share, download, and save videos still. Creators, you'll still be able to see the exact number of likes and dislikes in YouTube Studio. For viewers, if you're in the experiment, you can still like or dislike a video to share feedback with creators and help tune the recommendations that you see on YouTube. Now, honestly, I've got a lot to say about this one, man, because it's absolutely an unnecessary change. It's a dumb feature. I don't know what they're thinking. First and foremost, YouTube announces that this is in response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns. Let me go ahead and address this point real quick, okay? I think this is the easiest one to dissect. First off, creator feedback has never mattered to YouTube. These people do not listen to anything that the community has to say. As a matter of fact, as of me recording this audio here, this tweet has 7.4 thousand likes, 5.8 thousand quote tweets, universally negative, thousands of comments, universally negative, and just only 703 normal retweets. So, you're looking for creator feedback? I'd say that's some pretty good creator feedback. It's pretty not liked. This decision is not enjoyed. So maybe it's time we go ahead and pull the plug on this little experiment already because, well, I mean, yeah, since it's a response to creator feedback, how about you go ahead and respond to some creator feedback here? You know, actually, now that I think about it, why don't you respond to some creator feedback about your broken copyright system, or about demonetization, or about literally any other issue plaguing the platform today? It's really weird how when it comes to making people more sensitive and you know, helping their poor whittle feelings, YouTube will just, at the snap of fingers, just respond, right? Like, they're there. They're just jumping to the scene. They're gonna make sure everything's okay. Thank you, Mama YouTube. You know, you're really protecting my feelings here, but when it comes to legitimate things going on the platform, you know, creator feedback basically is probably like fan letters for a TV show, where they just kind of like scoop them up with a shovel, all the letters in the mail, and they just throw it into a big fire pit. So, but note that they said this is in response also to targeted dislike campaigns. Now, as a YouTuber, right, as someone who has been making videos, this will be my, 9th year of running this channel in just a few short days, okay? Nearly a decade of experience on the platform. I have to say, the only target dislike campaigns that I've ever seen are against YouTube themselves. Most normal people are not organizing targeted dislike campaigns against creators. Like, how many people do you know who are, like, trending hashtags to dislike, I don't know, PewDiePie's videos? It never happens, or if it does happen, it happens so infrequently, so rarely, that it's not even really worth addressing as a problem because it's such a one-off thing that nobody even notices it. I mean, you feel free to let me know down below, have you ever suffered from a targeted dislike campaign on your videos that actually mattered? And as a creator here, let me go ahead and say this has nothing to do with people's well-being. As a matter of fact, I hate to be this guy, man, but if you're such a fucking sensitive pussy that people disliking your videos is enough to, you know, ruin your mental health or your mental well-being, then YouTube is not the career path for you. Like, if you're so sensitive, I mean, that's going beyond just not being able to take criticism, right? That's just being fucking a chump, okay? If a number on a screen being bigger than the other number on a screen is enough to make you, like, fucked up in the head, bro, have you ever considered just leaving the internet? Have you ever considered just not doing YouTube? Because trust me, the community does not need sensitive fucking people like this able to call the shots for it, okay? Because the vast majority of creators on this platform have no problems with this kind of thing, right? I have videos on my channel where I have tens of thousands of dislikes, right? The comments are negative or they're mixed or whatever, right? I never sit there and fucking dwell on it because guess what? I'm not a pathetic human being. Like, we're literally talking about creator well-being with YouTube dislikes. It's a fucking button, bro. Like, what do you mean, okay? Now, you might be sitting here thinking, like, well, Optimus, what's the real problem with this, right, bro? What's the real issue with turning off the dislikes so sensitive pussies can be sensitive pussies? What's the problem with that, my man? Actually, there is multiple problems with taking the dislikes away. Now, one thing I want to bring up is the comments, okay? Now, you can like and dislike comments here on YouTube. Now, there's a public counter, so if 500 people hit like on your comment and, you know, it stays up or whatever, you're going to have a 500 next to it, right? But the dislike does not affect the tally whatsoever. If you dislike a comment, which feel free to test it down below right now, it does not affect the like count on that at all, okay? It actually does literally fucking nothing. It's literally just a button for you to press when you don't like something, and that's it. I mean, it's the most useless feature of all time. They might as well take liking and disliking away from comments if that's how it's going to be, because there's no real way to actually determine how many people actually fuck with or rock with a comment, you know what I'm saying? And that's what YouTube videos are going to become, right? So somebody can come drop a shit vid on the timeline, right? And they can get 10,000 likes from, you know, whoever, their audience or whatever. And even if that video has 40,000 fucking dislikes, that's not going to be shown. So all people are going to see when they click on these videos is, oh, this got 10,000 likes. And what that does is it literally actively promotes bad content, okay? Now, the thing I think most people don't get about YouTube as is the more engagement that a video gets overall, like interaction from the audience, the more that it's going to be pushed and recommended. So even if you are, like, getting high dislikes on videos, you're still going to have more engagement in the algorithm than somebody who, you know, their videos have 0 likes or 0 dislikes, because even though you're invoking a negative response, YouTube, its algorithm will try and use that to fine-tune the audience that it should be sent to and promote it even more because at least people are interacting with a video on the platform. That is, I guess, a little bit of a YouTube 101 if you didn't know that, but what this does is it actively silences part of the voice so people can't help make a decision. So people who do like extreme clickbait videos where it's not even close to the subject of the video, right? You'll have these people who do these fucking, like, let's say a celebrity died, right? Like, I'm not going to say a celebrity because that's kind of mean, but like, let's say, you know, somebody dies, right? And 2 hours later, some fucking loser makes a 3 a.m. Ouija board challenge video about that person. There's a pretty good chance that it's going to have a massive amount of dislikes, and people can click on that and see like, oh, hey, this video shit, it's clickbait, I shouldn't watch this, click off the video. It's a very useful feature in helping to determine what kind of content people want to watch on YouTube, and when you hide this number from the public, you're allowing these shitheads who legitimately just bullshit for a living all the time. You're allowing their content to rise to the top because you're actively making it harder for audiences to determine what they should actually be spending their time watching. Now, I check my like to dislike ratios on pretty much all of my videos. I usually get, I don't know, 98, 99% likes compared to dislikes. That's pretty good, you know, that's a decent amount of acclaim or whatever, right? But if I have a video go for 94%, right, I'm more often or not looking back at that video to see what I did that may have made people dislike it even more. Which helps me refine my content. It helps plenty of other creators refine their content. It's important. And of course, you know, all this feature is still going to be in studio, but at that point, you're just making it harder for creators to find what they need to find, because they have to go into the video stats and whatnot and fucking do all these metrics that they shouldn't have to do when they can literally just click on the video and see the numbers publicly right there, or at least that's how it was when it made sense, right? So it doesn't make sense for creators, it doesn't make sense for the audience, it's just a stupid decision all around, and I think what it really comes down to, my hypothesis on this, I know a lot of people are saying they think the Biden administration was behind this, because of a tweet from Breaking 911 that showed some high dislike ratios on White House videos, but I really don't think that was the case, because I think that would legitimately get into a debate on whether or not the First Amendment was being stepped on because obviously the government can't like persecute you or take any action against you for freedom of speech and things like that here in the United States. You know, if they were going to like a massive conglomerate that has a lot of public opinion on it, telling them to hide dislikes because of shit that was happening to government channels, you know, that would bring up a First Amendment debate. I don't think that's the case. What I think it is YouTube is most in contact with a lot of the creators who are just sensitive pussies who get called out for doing stupid shit, who are constantly, you know, embroiled in some sort of stupid controversy where people online will spam dislike their videos or whatever, right, because they think that they're bad people. And, you know, I know that happens in the wrong sometimes, but the fact that apparently it's creators that are close to YouTube, and my hypothesis here, that are pulling this off, I think is pretty fucked up. Because that's not overall creator feedback, that's feedback from the echo chamber. I don't know, but with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not wanting his dislikes hidden because I'm not a pussy, and signing out.